We're in Seaside.
Oregon.
Oregon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I forget what state we're in sometimes. So we're near Washington. So this is where we're at.
We're going to a coffee shop called Controversial Coffee.
Controversial coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it controversial?
I don't know, but in the description it says queer coffee shop.
The Lord is my life. The light is my shepherd. Got my toenails painted green because WaZeil is the green one. He's feeling green this tour. Out here on the beach. This morning he was a little depressed at the beach. I'm not gonna lie, But you know, that happens from time to time. Occasionally. Jelly. Oh, the jelly.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah? And they do fly by and grab your sandwich.
Oh yeah, that last time we were in Florida, oh, you got them going now. There's another one coming up. Oz just sent me back out to the van. We're at Angelina's Pizza, and she's like, will you go get the ranch? The ranch, because it's pizza and she wants a vegan ranch, so. No shame.
Also, when we were in Oregon, we visited our friend Amy. And have visited her a few times, but she's always in a different spot. But this time she was in a town called McMinnville. So she took us to a little rooftop restaurant, and the downtown area has like pretty good walkability for restaurants and shops, and so we walked around there. It was pretty cute. We went to an art supply store. I got an eraser. I couldn't even say that word. Eraser. No, she also had us go to this gallery space because she at the time worked at a college out there, or a university. Anyways, this exhibit was really cool, and it featured these it was a family exhibit, so like pieces from every member of the family, but the husband specifically, the ceramic work was fucking beautiful. Can't focus.
Neither can Waz, because Waz is hungry. The ceramic work was beautiful.
It was.
But you should not have an art exhibit in a room full of bzzing lights that you just can't hear anything but the buzz of the lights, because then you can't really focus on the art and appreciate it. That's all I can remember from it. See, you like think about those plates, all I think about is the stagnant air and the buzzing lights. Something to live in.
We're talking about living in Oregon and how it would feel. I think I don't want rain every day. All of our tour snacks were like shoved behind his seat. So anytime either of us wanted a snack, we would just have to reach behind the seat, and whatever you got, you got.
I knew what I was grabbing for. I knew how to feel.
You know how to feel?
Yeah.
You know how to feel?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you would just be like digging and digging and digging, not finding what you want.
It happens.
And then you'd pull out some random shit.
But then you put it back and keep digging.
the sky is back.
Woohoo! We're gonna get kicked out for making a video right now.
I don't know, maybe. Just taking a quick video. We're on tour, so it's just a quick promo, and then we'll be gone in like less than 5 minutes. Thanks, appreciate you.
Liquid fucking death, murdering my thirst on tour. It's highly a staple to bring to the table a fable of Mabel's like what you wanna be. That's me. That's me. It's me. WaZeil. This is what it looks like when we're getting ready to load in. Got all the gears. Playing tonight at Johnny B's.
So cold, that's why I got the window shot with the heat out black.
The moment that we living in, sunshine showered the darkness. I'm living like an eclipse. Cowboy up yourself. I know. Load up the power cell. You goops. Got your stuff for the journey. I know.
Okay, so we just left Fred Meyer. I turned right to go towards the gas station. I heard something fucking clunk by in the van. And this is after I was just asked, yeah, is the van running fine? Well, it's running fine, but apparently the spare tire just came off the back because the cord for the holder snapped. Like, I don't even know. This should be interesting dealing with a tire in the van all tour. I don't even know. What is my life? There's a guy over here on the phone fighting. There's a lady on the phone with her someone screaming about how she hates her fucking grandchildren's events that are stupid that she has to go to. What a day.
When that fucking tire fell off.
I mean, in the moment it was
So
kind
dumb.
of, it was chill though. Like I wasn't actually pissed until like a week and a half or 2 weeks passed.
You couldn't stretch your legs out. There's a fucking tire in the way.
But there was also like, I learned how to like climb with it through the van. I don't know, it like became part of the obstacles you would call it.
Obstacle course when you already are limited on space.
It was definitely American Ninja.
And then it was like, if the tire was propped up and you started driving, the whole thing would fall over. And then it would like, if it wasn't in the right position, it would like roll and hit the door. Before we left for tour, one of the main things Wajette wanted to do was go to the Peanuts Museum, or the Charles Schulz Museum out in Santa Rosa. However, we had no idea the terrain it would be.
Well,
get there.
it's the terrain getting there from Medford.
Yeah.
If we would have came from the south, it probably would have been fine. But instead, we had to go through fucking wine country down a 7% switchback downgrade fucking mountain.
I thought we were gonna die.
And the road was like the most bumpy pavement I've ever felt in my life. Like I get it, because if it snows you need that traction, but when there's no snow and everyone's going fast and you're trying to go slow but you can't, you're just like the van's shaking apart. And like legit thought we were gonna lose bolts off the fucking vehicle.
I thought we were gonna die.
Yeah.
I was asleep and
Everything was calm. We were chilling. It was like the most beautiful drive. The hills were rolling. And I was like, I've never seen anything like this before.
One curve later.
And then I go up and around, and the next thing you know, like this going down the fucking hill. And like the people in front of us were braking, but our brakes wasn't working as well as theirs were. and I really just needed to coast and floor it instead of breaking through the turns.
So then we get to Santa Rosa, okay? And if you haven't been there, the entire fucking town is also hills. We pull up to the museum and pull into the parking lot. He tries to put the van in reverse to like back into a parking spot. The van wouldn't shift into reverse. And so we were like, what the fuck? And at this point, we only had like 2 hours until the museum closed. And we had already drove all the way there. So we're like, all right, what do we do? Do we just park the van and go inside? Or do we go find an auto parts store first? Because we learned if the van won't shift into reverse, it needs transmission fluid. So the entire drive from the museum to find an auto parts store was insane. This still. But as soon as we got transmission fluid in, she was fine. She was chilling. We went back to the museum. We had an hour left. And yeah, it was great. And hearing the piano music, just like all the nerves and all the stress melted away.
We just drove all the way from Medford to Santa Rosa.
No words, just listen.
We have a video of Schultz driving down in his station wagon, picking up kids along the way down the coffee line.
I was born that year. So Waz is making PB&Js next to the spare tire that's underneath the blinky now. Fucking be old Charlie Brown. We pushed the van to the point of like almost every time we were stopping for an hour and a half, it almost died at a stoplight. And we finally made it. We finally made it after all this time. Hi there. In the museum, I saw the comic strip talking about eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So now we're eating PB&Js. I can't believe we got here right as the ferry was taking off. Is that another one coming in, you think? 7:23. Well, we're on the Golden Gate Bridge, but you wouldn't know it. You know that you are in the McBumminit capital of the world when you wake up, look out, and a Planet Fitness that's 24 hours a day is jam-packed 24 hours a day with vans parking. I can see at least 10 out in this lot. I woke up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower, but probably not, because I know last night when I was in there, there's only 2 out of the 3 showers working, and I had to wait on. Like what?
Purple.
It does a little bit.
Remember that guy that was down there fishing and he
Yeah.
got super stoked because he caught something and then he rolled it in.
And it was garbage.
It was the Christmas tree garland.
Wasn't his wife actually? Or
What?
whatever. There was
Oh,
like
yeah.
her partner, whoever.
Yeah.
There was a female there that
She's the one that caught something. Then he like had to run over and take her pole over, and then like was struggling to reel it in, and then all it was Christmas tree garland. Like the disappointment.
Take that home and eat it. You're so chill. Oh. Oh, hello. Just a hole in the ground. Ah. I'm way up here, you know.
Why are you doing commentary when it's not recording?
Because
This is the whole point of commentary, and everything you're saying is when I'm not recording.
Because I commented the whole time that we were filming. So all I had to say was that the Devil's Bunker was the one spot that was probably the scariest moment of standing on the cliff sides for me while we were on tour, while Waz was not feeling too hot in the car or sleeping it out.
Look, I'm a sleepy cow all the time on the road.
Usually I go by myself and do some things.
Not usually, just on the occasion. This one I knew, look, I'm clumsy. With the amount of wind that was going on and like how close he was to the cliffs, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm fucking scared. So I stayed in the van and I took a little snoozer for about 10 minutes.
I will say the Devil's Bunker itself, it's like so misleading because the main spot where the bunker's at is like blocked off. You can't get in there. They've cemented it closed. And so unless you did some pretty sketchy climbing, you're not getting inside. I saw the Devil's Bunker and I was just like, I gotta check this shit out, you know? So I parked it up. That's a long way down. That over there is the bunker. Just walking to the edge of the world. Just got to Winter's Tavern in Pacifica, and if that just isn't the coolest little painting. Welcome to the Depressed at the Beach tour. Been not depressed at the beach all day. But you ain't really listening. So you're gonna let my mouth open.
Whose crutches are those?
vegan, gluten-free cookies. Last time we were on tour, I had to eat non-vegan, gluten-free cookies just so I could listen to jazz music.
It's 11:11. Make a wish.
I'm wishing for more vegan, gluten-free cookies.
When we rolled up to Winter's Tavern, the usual, we walk inside, greet the bartender, ask how to load in, and the bartender like came around the side of the bar and like took us around the side of the building up these little stairs, and there was like a whole ass apartment attached to the bar that they allow
Bathroom, shower,
bed, kitchen,
washer, dryer.
like full apartment furnished. They just let touring bands crash there and use the space how they need to, which was fucking cool. So immediately I was like, hell yeah, I need to do laundry. So after we loaded everything in, I started doing loads of laundry upstairs. And the bartender had one rule, just don't fall asleep in the shower, because apparently band members past have done that, and then it floods, water spills over the shower.
How do you make sure your ass cheek covers the drain enough to flood a stand-up shower? Like,
Piss drunk.
Jesus.
But apparently it happened before, where like the shower
just a couple
overflows.
weeks before, like they didn't even know if the shower was working when they were giving us the the walkthrough of it, until like I had just went and tried the shower that night.
Water had like filtered down and was like flooding the bar downstairs. So yeah, one rule, just
Be respectful.
Don't fall asleep in the shower. We did not use the bed because we weren't sure if the sheets were clean.
And we have our own bed.
But we did park there after the show for a
20
few
minutes.
hours. It was a couple hours.
No.
It felt like it.
I took a shower. By the time I got out of the shower and we were about to settle to lay down for bed, it was like the late night crowd and of who was left over from the show was outside being rowdy and talking, and it was just too much coming straight into the van to be able to sleep.
We couldn't sleep. It was loud.
Our little poor rock star selves had to drive off and find some nice quiet place to sleep so we could get rest, because we need beauty sleep. So that's the way we could go play our bubblegum show in LA.
Oh my god, fuck that show.
Posted not the picture like you think we doing that, but we really working every single second of the day. Dropping at the package at the post office. First class flight into the bag where you living there, yeah, dude. We been on the news too. Live television got me recognition at the grocery store. I always seem to find myself in awkward situations. Are they looking at me, wondering who is here? I always seem to find